A young father ambushed on a dark, quiet road, his brutal killing a mystery, until whispers of betrayal, obsession, and a secret love triangle shattered the silence. What happened to Jared Bridegan, and why did it take months for the truth to surface? Subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned as we unravel one of the most chilling and calculated true crime stories in recent American history. On February 16, 2022, 33-year-old Jared Bridegan, a beloved father of 4 and respected software engineer, was gunned down in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. What started as a routine evening turned into a nightmare. That night, after dropping off his twins at his ex-wife's home, Jared encountered a seemingly disabled tire in the middle of a quiet residential road. Moments later, he was shot multiple times at close range while his 2-year-old daughter sat terrified in the back seat. The murder shocked the community, but what lay beneath was darker than anyone imagined. Authorities arrived to a chilling scene. Jared's body beside his car, his little girl unharmed but visibly traumatized. The staged tire appeared deliberate, a trap to lure a good Samaritan from their vehicle. Immediate speculation surrounded the complicated relationship between Jared and his ex-wife, Shanna Gardner, a well-known socialite from a prominent, affluent family. Their bitter custody battle and lingering resentments raised eyebrows. Shanna, who had since remarried a man named Mario Fernandez Saldana, was evasive in interviews, offering limited cooperation with investigators. The proximity of her home to the crime scene and the years of documented disputes between the former couple cast a long shadow of suspicion. For months, police gathered surveillance footage, digital evidence, and witness statements. The case took a crucial turn in early 2023 when Henry Tenon, a former tenant of Mario Fernandez, was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Under interrogation, Tenon implicated Fernandez, revealing a murder-for-hire scheme that ultimately pointed to Shanna Gardner. According to court documents, financial transactions, burner phones, and encrypted messaging linked the trio in a deadly plot. The investigation exposed clandestine meetings, hush payments, and a conspiracy rooted in control, jealousy, and a desire to silence Jared permanently. In March 2023, Mario Fernandez was charged with first-degree murder, solicitation to commit murder, and conspiracy. The indictment detailed how Fernandez coordinated the hit through Tenon, with Shanna allegedly facilitating the plan. Prosecutors described a calculated operation: staged evidence, careful timing, and an untraceable weapon. Legal analysts predicted a complex trial ahead, with overlapping charges and multiple defendants. Shanna Gardner was arrested in August 2023 in Washington state, where she had moved to live near her parents. She was extradited to Florida and charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy, and solicitation. Gardner pleaded not guilty, retaining high-profile defense attorneys and claiming innocence. Her legal team has since pursued procedural delays, challenging evidence admissibility and filing motions to suppress phone records and financial transactions. Prosecutors, however, remain confident, bolstered by Tenon's testimony and corroborating digital evidence. Further complicating the case were financial maneuvers by Gardner's wealthy family, suspected of underwriting her defense and orchestrating subtle media narratives to soften public opinion. Reports surfaced of attempts to commission private investigators to shadow witnesses, and of quiet offers to purchase media silence in exchange for exclusive future interviews. The case gripped the nation. True crime communities dissected every development. Social media hashtags like #JusticeForJared and #BrideganCaseUpdate trended. Media outlets aired courtroom sketches, body cam footage, and statements from Jared's grieving widow, Kirsten Bridegan. Kirsten's advocacy for legal reforms in custody-related violence cases gained momentum. She appeared on national news, urging lawmakers to address gaps in protective measures for vulnerable parents. The Bridegan family established a foundation in Jared's memory, providing support to children affected by parental violence. The case's scandalous elements, a wealthy socialite, murder-for-hire allegations, and betrayal, kept audiences riveted, ensuring continuous coverage. On the one-year anniversary of Jared's murder, friends and family held a candlelight vigil at the site where his life was taken. Photos of Jared with his children lined the pathway as attendees released blue balloons into the night sky. The Bridegan children, especially his surviving daughter, now 4, remain at the heart of public empathy. The tragedy sparked wider conversations about custody conflicts, legal protections, and domestic abuse within affluent circles. Jared's brother, Adam Bridegan, described him as a devoted father taken by the very people meant to respect family bonds. The vigil closed with a call for justice and a vow never to let Jared's story fade. As of mid-2025, pre-trial hearings continue. Shanna Gardner faces a mountain of evidence, including text messages, suspicious financial transfers, and witness testimonies. Prosecutors aim to present a narrative of obsession and manipulation, alleging Gardner's desperate attempts to control Jared's life post-divorce. Fernandez, meanwhile, remains incarcerated, awaiting trial alongside Gardner. Henry Tenon, the alleged gunman, is expected to testify against both co-defendants in exchange for a reduced sentence. Legal experts predict a high-stakes courtroom battle, with defense teams poised to challenge witness credibility and chain-of-custody protocols. The trial date, tentatively scheduled for late 2025, promises explosive testimony and national media attention. Further complicating the legal battle is the potential involvement of Shanna's affluent family, rumored to have financed her defense and attempted to sway public narratives. Journalists have uncovered allegations of private investigators trailing witnesses and efforts to discredit Jared's character, attempts prosecutors plan to address directly during trial. Court documents revealed Shanna's movements post-arrest, selling property assets and attempting to transfer funds offshore. These actions led the court to deny her bail, citing flight risk and potential witness tampering. In a newly released deposition, a former friend of Gardner's testified about cryptic remarks made months before the murder, allegedly discussing how things would be easier without Jared. Prosecutors intend to use this testimony to establish premeditation. The Jared Bridegan case is a harrowing reminder of how domestic disputes can spiral into tragedy. It's a cautionary tale of betrayal disguised as civility, and how secrets buried in luxury can fester into violence. If you believe in holding the guilty accountable, standing up for innocent lives, and learning from these dark chapters, hit like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on notifications, because we'll be following this case through its courtroom conclusion and beyond. Justice must be served, and together, we'll watch it happen.